Hey, this is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
He's run into some struggles early on at the Double-A level. It's his first real challenge.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of...
That's ball four.
Next up is number 23. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
And not half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Next, here is number 23. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that misses inside 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
1 strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
3-1 to him now.
Let's go right here.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And here is the outfielder, Mike Ford. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired.
3-0.
Next, it'll be Daniel Haston, flew out last time up.
Daniel Haston.
This one's down to third. Scooped up. On to first, and there are 2 down. So now to the plate, number 23. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 23.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Come on, baby, square it up.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1 and 2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. stepping up is number 23, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you've got to get rid of it quick.
And there's ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
No offer at that one. It's a called strike. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more than.
Your attention, please. Leading up for the pitcher catch, the shortstop.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Somerset Patriots jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
1 run on just 1 hit. No errors. They left 12 men on base.
Team's future stars are.
Ball 4, take the base.
So next to bat will be number 23. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fields is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
He's out.
And stepping in, Roman Fields. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Roma.
A bouncer to the left side, right to him. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Next to stand in is number 23. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Let's go right here.
That ball's foul.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
You're out. Ball 4, take the base. Now batting.
Standing in now, number 23. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he lays off for ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
3-2. The runner in scoring position with none out.
Hey, get the pitch driving, huh? Lasers all day.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
One time right now.
Into the box, Mike Ford. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI, as it's now a 4-2 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Reined in. The second for run. And the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just... At the plate now is number 23. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And the runner back safely.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hit. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Breaking pitch and just bounces in front of the catcher.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series.
I hit him. First base.
Your attention, please. Now batting, number 23.
Into the box, number 23, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Sneed, a native Floridian. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a 2-seam fastball.
Return right here. Drive him in.
1-1.
1 strike.
Garcia at second. Volpe is over at first with 1 away.
Looking good. No one better up there. Here we go.
This pitch is popped up. And no one will track it down.
Come on, big. Get your pitch. Let's go.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Somerset Patriots took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end.
They left 11 men on base.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show. And now, number 23 took an 0-for-4 in the victory last night. First pitch of the AB now. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, gone.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Next to hit is number 23. 2 RBIs already. Looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
2 balls and a strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the 2-1 pitch. He's running. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. Follow. Now at the plate, number 23, as we begin the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called. And that's going to be... And now in the box, number 23 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Hey, get your pitch. Let's go.
Now the pitch.
The count 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
The count 2-1. Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and it hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next up, Vernon Castilla. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Ready with the 0-2. A square to bunt, and it's popped up. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning. Number 23 will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. No balls and a strike to count. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Lined hard toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Castilla is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in next, Anthony Volpe, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. So here's the cleanup hitter, Logan Warman, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. On the ground to third. Scooped up. And there's 1 down now.
3. That's ball 4.
Next to dig in, number 23. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Moore is there, 2 down.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all fake ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like.
The player is addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. A hitter lacking patience and discipline will be easily exposed by major league pitching.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. It's the first game in the month of June between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Somerset Patriots. We've got baseball. So now here is number 23. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Patriots, the third baseman.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in a new series right now with a chance to redeem themselves.
Hit high in the air down the right field line.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
He'll get it into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 23. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. Siegler, the runner at first with 2 gone. throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground.
We'll have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on.
Ball 4, take your base. He's safe.
Digging in will be number 23. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Hey, wait for yours here.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by it.
Up high, 2-1 now. Count even at 2-2.
See it, drive it, let's go, kid.
Into the windup and the pitch. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. He's right there, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Next to hit, number 23. He's 2 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? Second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Redding took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Julian Garcia gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. The show's continuing coverage. And now here is number 23. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Fellas, our visiting team, as they take the field after a scoreless top half, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot.
Now at the plate, here is number 23. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, let it fly.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning.
First base.
Now at the plate is Matt Schaefer. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that's the first out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, number 23. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. Now to the plate, here is Edgar Juarez. He flew out in his last AB. Weak grounder down the line at third. There's one. One's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So here is number 23. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Good rip on it, huh?
Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping in once again is Scott Spindler. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Scott Spindler.
This one's down to third. And there's out number 2. Now to bat, number 23. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. And he'll dive back in.
Hey, your turn now. No one bet.
Here's the first pitch. Hit to short. He's got it. Step on second for the force, and that'll do it. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Grant Dyer gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Trevor Betancourt hammers down the save, his 9th of the year. Team's future stars are on display. Michael King, a right-hander from... Up next, number 23. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Number 23.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. They always say, hey, it's easy.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jerry Mendez. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Ready now is number 23. 0 for 1 here in the early going. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out.
Out. 3.
So stepping in is number 23. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
If you look at their win percentage or something like that right now, got to be honest, the odds are obviously stacked against them. But I'm looking for them to show me something right here. Maybe they get back in this game. Maybe they don't. But I want to see what kind of at-bats they put together. This is where you have to lock in as a team. Every guy has to go up to the plate and have a good, productive AB to get this team going.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Number 23.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're at...
New inning set to get underway, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Steven Franco. To third, fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So next to hit is number 23, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We've played 8 full. Reading leads it 4-0 to score tonight. Reading jumped out to an early lead in the first.
Well, you can bet he'd like to make a little more contact going forward. It's been a lot of strikeouts recently for him. He needs to rediscover his stroke at the plate. Sean Casey joins me today. Case, how does a guy bounce back when he's fanning at this rate?
Well, you know, when I'm watching this guy swing, he looks a little lost. And I think the biggest thing about when you're striking out a lot, it's more of a mental thing, right? And so what happens is
From the corner of 20th and Blake, live at Coors Field in Denver, the Midsummer Classic between the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. Shane Bieber, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And he misses with it, 1-1. In his career versus this pitcher, just a 1 for 9. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
The count is 1 and 2.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Gotta love the battle we're seeing right out of the gates in this game. That's 7 pitches now, and if this is any indication, we're in for a good contest here.
Fouled off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Connie finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Now into box, Fernando Tatis Jr.
The shortstop, Fernando.
Pitch on the way.
Jr.
Nope, that's inside.
Hit to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Freddie Freeman.
Now the pitch.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
The 1-0 home is a fastball looked at for a strike. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. We're just underway here in Denver. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has a read on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. It's the National League nothing. American Leaguers coming to bat. You're watching the Major League Baseball All-Star Game exclusively on the show. They'll go to work against the 3rd overall pick in the 2011 draft class, the hard-throwing right-hander Trevor Bauer. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping up is DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, 2 hits in 7 tries. The 1-0. Popped him up. Real Muto is there. 1 away.
Batting second. From the Los Angeles Angels, the center fielder, Mike.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And that brings up Mike Trout. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Upgrade you.
So here's Jose Abreu as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now the 1-0.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Skied down the left field line. Soto gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Manny Machado. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. And the NL is on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Bieber is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
So the bases are empty here with two gone, and that brings up JT Realmuto. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
We got 3 balls and 2
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Striding in is Donovan Solano. Now here's the first offering.
Ball.
The 1-0 home. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. One and one, here it is.
2 balls, 1 strike.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Nelson Cruz.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up Acuna. Into the bleachers and out of here. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz. And the AL has pulled even now at 1 run apiece.
Wow, a homer for all the old men in the world. Who says this is a young man's game anyway? He just uncorks on this thing. I think he's glad it's a homer because that way he doesn't have to sprint all the way around the bases. He can take all the time in the world. Good for him.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Ramirez.
The 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hitting right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Dribbled to the right side.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Batting six.
Now one down with the bases empty. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. We played 2, all even now at 1-1. Now it'll be Donovan Solano, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the AB now. So look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And there's ball 2 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball well outside.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So now into the box is Ronald Acuna. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Inside, looked like the knuckle curve. It's 2-0. Acuna is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's Mookie Betts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Ramirez is there. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. His numbers against Trevor Bauer comes in with 6 hits in 30 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Here it comes on 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Catcher Salvador Perez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. work the quadrants.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
One out, nobody on. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Another payoff pitch. Short, hit hard. Scooped up. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Back to the top of the order now, and that will bring in DJ LeMahieu. Here's the first pitch. As he'll cut on and miss it, a good slider at the knees for strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now here it comes. This one's down to third. Machado is there. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the American League. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. Now the first pitch. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1 and 2. Into the windup and the pitch. Just inside, not by much. It's 2 and 2.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating feeling.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, and the National League has taken a 2-1 lead.
Remember the previous pitch? He couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Here's Manny Machado now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors on the NL line score thus far. 3-0 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And, oh, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called the strike. 3-1 now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Hit on the ground to third. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
And that'll bring in Marcelo Zuna as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Machado stands at first with 1 out. Lifted in the air out to center field. On the move is Trout. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw into third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the 0-1. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The next 0-2. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, it's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
Here comes the 1-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here now the 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Fouled off. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So the next to bat will be JT Realmuto. Worked a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's out there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Here now the 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Bases are loaded with only one out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Jimenez is in pursuit.
He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Stepping in next, Donovan Solano, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Skied down the left field line. Waiting on it is Jimenez, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. National Leaguers out in front, 3-1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it is, the 3-0.
Hey. Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. top, it's 2-0. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
3-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And a full count now, 3-2.
We got 3 and 2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up. He's set. Here it comes.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
0-1, here's the pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. It's the National League 3 and the American League 1. Acuna digs in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And it's fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
To 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Ball in.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
2-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-2 one more time. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Here's the first pitch to him. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1-2-3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
3-0 now. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here.
Boy, pitch count up near 100 right now, D-Row. And this is when you try to get to a good starting pitcher. Right now, looks like he's running on fumes.
Yeah, the manager's got to get a couple people up in the bullpen right now. One ball hits the gap. They get runners in scoring position. This game could be out of commission.
Swung on and missed 3-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning, and that brings in Freddie Freeman.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
And the runner back. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 2-1 home. Tatis is off of first with 2 away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Next, it'll be Manny Machado, who came around to score last time after reaching on an error. From the stretch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He's 0-1 thus far.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here comes the 1-0.
That's in. Ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
The 2-0. Now that's popped up. And Tatis is there for route number 1. Next up is Evo Jimenez, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
A ball and a strike. And that's taken for a called strike 2. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. So 1-1.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. American League goes down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Lucas Giolito takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 27, Lucas Giolito.
Striding forward now is the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Past history with Lucas Giolito. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swings and grounds it to short. Anderson scoops it up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Next, here is Juan Soto. It was a walk in his last trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And that misses 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And it's 1-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the third baseline, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. And he misses again, 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
That's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. So now to the plate, Donovan Solano. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Pause, now the pitch. That's popped up. Abreu in foul ground, but this will land untouched. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Here's a look over to first, and then he'll be back in standing up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Jimenez. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll tack on a run with the sac fly. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
That was a good, controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Now the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. Anderson brings it in. Throw over to LeMahieu at second, and that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the National League 4 and the American League 1. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Hard hit ball to second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador.
And up steps Salvador Perez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. And another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
The 2-1. This is pretty well hit by Perez, but he got out in front a bit too much. It's a foul ball. The 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Throw over to first. Just keeping him close. Ready with another 2-2. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It's right on the money, and Real Muto got him.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
0-2, here it comes. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way.
Back outside.
Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Freeman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. It's the National League 4 and the American League 1. So now to the plate, Mookie Betts. Past history with Lucas Giolito. He's a .375 hitter. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball. The count 1-1. That's a ball.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. First pitch on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Betts on at first, nobody out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
0-2 count and the pitch. LeMahieu for 1. To Abreu for the big double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman. As he rips it on the ground to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. It's the National League 4 and the American League 1. Leading off the inning, it'll be Jose Abreu. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Jose Abreu.
First pitch on its way. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's a high pop-up. Solano is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nelson Cruz. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch of the AB now. Fouled away. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So a solo shot here to left center field is second of the game. And the American League has cut the deficit down to 4-2 now. What an amazing home run we just witnessed, and lucky for us, we're going to take a look at it again with Show Track. And as the numbers come in, the projected distance of that blast over 490 feet. That's right up there with the longest home runs we've ever seen. In now, Jose Ramirez. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the contest for the American League. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Another 0-2 coming.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count. Ball, that counts.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And he fouls this one off. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead. Raisel Iglesias takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Standing in now, Eloy Jimenez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Fouled off. Still only 1 out in the inning. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
88 on a changeup? I remember when in 88.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the National League 4 and the American League 3. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in Manny Machado.
Third baseman, Manny Machado. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As
he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike two. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box, Marcell Ozuna. Fouled away. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he fouls this one off. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Ozuna is retired, 2 down now. Next, it'll be Juan Soto. Attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now a pitch on the way.
Oh, that's kicked out.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Oh. 2-0. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
Ball even at 2-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. NL down in order, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Devin Williams is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And stepping in, Tim Anderson, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Not shortstop.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. So the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
So now to the plate, Salvador Perez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. the 2-0. Quick check on that time run at first. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Had the weight back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if he can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
The high fastball is in there.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. And it's fouled away. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Anderson leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-1 pitch. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. Back with more of our All-Star Game coverage in a moment. At the plate now is JT Realmuto. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Trout looks up. It's off the rocks and gone. JT Realmuto with a solo shot, and it's now 5-3. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in a big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded down the third baseline. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Now batting, center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
To the plate now, Ronald Acuna. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. High chopper to third. Ramirez is up with it. LeMahieu for 1. To Abreu for the big double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Mookie Betts. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
0-2 count and the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a soft liner. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist beat a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Up Next is Fernando Tatis Jr. Strike taken, the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Home half of the ninth coming up. It's the National League 5 and the American League 3. Josh Hader comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 71, John.
And now, Jose Abreu. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The first baseman, Jose Abreu.
He's set and the pitch. The 0-1 on its way.
Nope, ball 1.
Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Nelson Cruz gets another chance at the plate here as we look back at both of his home runs in this one. The second coming back in the 7th. First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And that one yanked just foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope, that's the ball.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Acuna is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Well, that was a seriously impressive catch on the run that we just watched, and we'll watch it again with Show Track. He did about everything right from start to finish on this one, and as you see, he had an amazingly long way to go to haul it in. That was just awesome. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that one got a piece of him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Next to stand in is Eloy Jimenez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
The 1-1 home. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Fouled away. Ramirez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he fouls this one off. next 3-2. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The National League took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Trevor Bauer earns the victory on the mound. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of the crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. Find out more, head over to theshow.com.
Final line score for our ball game. For the victorious National League All-Stars, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
sé cuál me voy. El ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacer otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Es que mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a afrontar. Pregúntale al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar. Se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y al estatal. Cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar.
Always a treat to see a daytime ball game here, Fenway Park in Boston, Mass. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the Boston Red Sox. Interleague Baseball next. Nate Eovaldi is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate is Jesse Winker. He will lead this one off today. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cordero has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
1 out, bases empty, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Now the first pitch.
1-0.
Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. One ball, one strike, the count. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here. 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Vasquez has got it, and the side is retired. The Reds are down and ordered, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Red Sox, the center fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Now here's the pitch.
as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
Castellanos is there. One pitch, one out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. And now the first pitch.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Gray ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls
No
the
ball,
top hand
2
over.
strikes.
It's 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone. Rafael Devers the next to bat.
Third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Hit sharply on the ground. Moustakas has it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. We are still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. First delivery to him.
Nope. That's inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 home. Is a fastball down below the knees.
2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
This is why you pay the price of admission right here. Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start. I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. Hernandez moving to his left. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Career numbers against Sonny Gray, batting at an even 400. He's taken him deep once. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Got him reaching
1
there.
ball,
Strike 2.
2 strikes.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Into the box, Hunter Renfroe. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First offering.
All 1.
The 1-0 home.
Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1 and 2.
This offense just doesn't look like they came to play today. Ugly swing after ugly swing. Just needs to be a better approach across the board.
I got to count
and they'll
2
try
and
to
2.
get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch out. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Ready now for Cincinnati, Nick Senzel. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And now pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. In now for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way. And he puts it on the ground to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
The 1-2. Is a sinker in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Oh, that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. One there. Over to Votto, and they're able to get them both.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Next to hit is Kike Hernandez. First pitch of the AB now. As as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
High in the air out to center field. Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for Boston. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jesse Winker back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Lifted down the line in left, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. A good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Cordero is back near the monster as he makes the catch for out number 2. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez, runner in scoring position with Sudan. First pitch of the AB on its way as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Alex Verdugo digging in now. 2 out in his only at-bat so far.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never...
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the Sox are in business here. It's a leadoff triple.
Well, that's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one as he hustles into third. We'll see if it leads to their first run here. Sometimes a single drip will start a flood.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first down.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Rafael Devers as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. 2-1 after the foul ball there.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Verdugo stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. 3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
As a look, now the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's J.D. Martinez as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Struck out in his first at-bat. Ready with the 1-0. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Breaking ball called just a bit low. 3-1 to Martinez.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Senzel is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. Red Sox lead 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Mike Moustakas. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The count now at 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Three and 2, full count. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Aristides Aquino. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch this AB.
1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Renfroe will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So next to bat will be Nick Senzel. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Two and 1.
Down to 2-1.
Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Christian Vasquez.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Here's the first pitch. Ball 1-0. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
That's in. Ball
And
2.
he misses 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gun. Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Standing in now, Franchi Cordero. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. The windup and the 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Slurve doesn't get the call, and it's full now. 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Hit hard, but foul. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up, still zip, zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and stepping up as the shortstop, Kyle Farmer. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And she'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by them.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Tucker Barnhart comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this pitch misses to the Reds catcher. Now 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Looped out towards short. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dad, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Into the box, Jesse Winker, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. Verdugo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we still have no score. And now in the box, Bobby Dahlbeck. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
The first baseman, Bobby.
Now the pitch.
Dahlbeck.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. The pitch. And the slurve can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Digging in next, Kike Hernandez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And now pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Suarez shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Two men are gone now in the Boston half of the sixth, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. And now the first pitch. And that misses ball one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And Verdugo goes in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Drilled to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Gray ready with the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So now here is Joey Votto. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First offering. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
0-1 the count. And the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
1 out, nobody on. You can't do much with that one. It's 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
So now to the plate, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Hernandez is under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Still no score.
7th inning, Reds.
And now here is Rafael Devers to try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Now the pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Farmer picks it up cleanly. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Now the first pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Christian Vasquez. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll two.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or you just pitch around them?
And it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate now, Hunter Renfroe, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And it's fouled away.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that Garrett Whitlock has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 72, Garrett.
Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the DH, Aristides Aquino.
Number 44.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Too high. Ball.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch.
Full count.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Drilled to the left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
To the plate now, Nick Senzel. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1.
That's a ball. One ball, one strike.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? There's 1 on the first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. Tyler Naquin will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty. And now the first pitch.
Ball.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Left side, but well fouled. From the windup, the 1-1. Popped up. Devers into foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 1-2. Ball 2.
2-2.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 2 out, nobody on. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Tucker Barnhart would be next. Count is full. The pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. None left for Cincinnati. We are still scoreless. Jose Garcia is into the ballgame as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 38.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And in to hit next, it'll be Franchy Cordero. First pitch of the AB on its way.
The left fielder.
Ball 1, no strike.
Cordero.
Now the 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Garcia onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Next up, Bobby Dahlbeck. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2, and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. As here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the wind, the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
And a slur, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Two and two now with 2 away, and the base is empty.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Slow roller out to short. Right to him. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now at the plate here is Tucker Barnhart. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now pitch on the way.
2-1.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold him in this thing.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Next to dig in, Nicholas Castellanos. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Holder over at second. Winker at first with no outs. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. First and second here with nobody out. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Joey Votto. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. Here's the first pitch. As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Reds strand a couple. Still no score. Sean Doolittle comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 63, Sean Doolittle.
Tyler Stevenson is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 47, Tyler Stevenson.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that's it.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Pitch on the way. Right side, but it's well fouled. Now the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Lifted down the line in left, and it's a foul ball. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out. Here's a look at the final line for the Red starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Good battle, count remains full. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, third base.
Digging in will be Rafael Devers. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. From the stretch. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
And there's ball 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Finally got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. So here is Mike Moustakas, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
The second baseman, Mike.
Here's the first pitch. off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 1-0. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The 1-1 pitch. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now the 2-1. In there, and it's even now. 2-2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Big spot here, and it'll be Aristides Aquino. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. 2 balls and no strikes to the Reds' DH.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Now the 2-0.
Yeah.
High in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
No strike.
Bouncer up the middle. Gloved by Bogarts. Off balance throw. Gets it. Nice play there as the side is retired. Reds lead 1. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Noah Ramirez comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's a .333 hitter. Here's the first pitch. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. The 0-1. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Now to the plate, here is Christian Vasquez. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And that misses. 2-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that's outside. He lost in ball 4.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Stepping in once again is Hunter Renfroe. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find a strike zone in the worst way.
The 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now the 2-1. He's falling behind now, 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
The 3-1 pitch. Swing, strike 2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 final score. Both sides earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Garrett Whitlock takes home the win. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, Whitlock, 4 hits, no errors.